We're going to do a centering exercise today on peace. So just take a moment to land, either sitting or lying down, and allow your body to receive the earth through the floor. And then as your body begins to settle, start to draw breath deeper into the belly, into the lungs. Slow, easy breath, calming the nervous system, settling the body. And then let your awareness move up to your heart center, the epicenter in your body. It contains everything, everything you need, everything you've ever wanted. The idea of peace, peace in the world, of course, I'm sure for all of us is a huge, huge wish, desire, hope. But inner peace, the opportunity, the chance to come home to your heart, to be at peace with who you are and how you are in the world, to find ways to recognize the value of what lies within, to use situations and circumstances and even relationships to learn more about yourself, to understand what makes you tick and what uplifts you and what inspires you and what empowers you and also what triggers you. That is an ability to come home to the heart again and again and again, to come home to the reality of who you are in this moment and be at peace with it. To accept that you are perfectly imperfect in this world, that you will never reach perfection, whatever that is, and that's perfect. It's perfectly imperfect. But to accept and recognize our imperfections can be demoralizing, can bring us down, and what we want to be able to do is recognize that we all are perfectly imperfect, that no one is better than and no one is less than us, and neither are we. And so we find hopefully some peace in knowing that we all have our bumps, we all have our blemishes, we all have something about us or something in our lives that we'd like differently. And to know that the striving for better, striving to be a better person, striving to be a kinder person, striving to be more authentic in who you are, which usually comes with some spiritual and emotional maturity. But to come home again and again and again and recognize that we are one, we are connected through our heart energy, we are part of the love consciousness, and that we can gather strength and resiliency in knowing that, in coming home to the recognition that we are enough as we are, and that in that acknowledgement, in that recognition, we can find some peace. We can know that we're going to make mistakes in life, we're going to stumble, we're going to fall, we're going to do things or say things that we wish we hadn't. And when you do recognize that, it's to make amends, to do what you can to make it right, but not to lose sight of the wholeness of who you are. You are not what you do, you are not what you say. You know, we're human and we have emotions, we're going to get triggered and we're going to say things that we don't potentially mean. And so when you do recognize it, take it in, accept it, make amends for it, and then learn from it so that you can move forward and find more inner peace, find a way to accept the blemishes, to know that it doesn't change the essence of who you are, that the external is a reflection of our internal. And so when we can find the capacity to come home and accept and love ourselves as we are, we find greater and greater opportunities for peace, for understanding, for empathy, for the compassion that we so easily give to others, we can give to ourselves, and find ourselves more and more at peace. And when we feel peaceful, that vibration, that energy emanates from us, works out through the cells of the body into our environment, and we will find that things shift and change based on that. So use situations and circumstances to learn more about who you are, and then the recognition of that, the acceptance of that, allows us to come home and go, yeah, I'm okay. I can be at peace with my blemishes and know from that place, that's how I learn, that's how I grow, that's how I heal. And then again, that can bring us even more peace, and it just kind of compounds itself and builds on itself so that we hopefully come home to peaceful hearts more and more.